All right, we're starting a little early, but I think that's okay. We are live. All right. Um, all right, let's get this stream started. So this is going to be everything that's been happening in the NFL. Um, everything that's been happening in the NFL this week. So, just to get started, the first thing from this weekend actually, um will be the championship game. But yeah, I'll be right back just to and then we'll get the stream started. Okay. Okay, we are back. Sorry about all of that. Just some technical difficulties, but let's get right into it. The championship games obviously were Saturday, and um, they were again really good. This playoffs has literally been like probably one of the greatest playoffs out there for sure. Um, Let me just make sure my audio is good. Okay. Audio is good. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Okay. That was, yeah. Okay, sorry about all of that. Okay, now we can actually get into it. Okay. So the championship games were last Sunday, and again they were great. Just going off the first one here, Chiefs versus Bengals. The Chiefs, what did they go? They went up big, I believe. They were up it was like 21-3 at one point. You know, here maybe I want to put this up here like that. There we go. And yeah, they were up 21-3. Bengals stormed back, and Patrick Mahomes, I'm sorry, but he choked. He did. He really did. Second half, they did not have the Chiefs did not have it going at all, and the Bengals actually picked it up, and Joe Burrow showed some real resiliency. And this young, very young Bengals team really showed up. They really showed up. And they really did. They showed up, they showed out. And they're going to the Super Bowl. They got to be like one of the youngest teams to go to the Super Bowl. Definitely, I know at least offensively. Joe Burrow, a second-year quarterback, he's just got success in his blood, bro. Like he, for sure, wins the Heisman, wins the national championship the first year he's at LSU. Gets injured in his rookie season and he's healthy again. He's going to the Super Bowl. Like, this man is so good and composed. And yeah, I made a little video, another like 3 words to describe the championship games. And yeah, you can go check it out on my channel. It's a short. So yeah, Patrick Mahomes didn't show up in the end, and Joe Burrow did. He let his team down, scored. And then the overtime, and I was like, oh my gosh, the overtime again is going to decide this game. Patrick Mahomes got lucky again and won the coin toss. So I was like, oh my gosh, for sure. Okay, it's over. The Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes throws it away, and that was a great little tip there from Jesse Bates. I forget if it was over Nickel Hardman or Hill. I forget, but definitely Jesse Bates knocked it out and forced that interception. So huge play right there. And then they can go down, walk off field goal. Again, I think that the overtime rules are like I don't like. obviously I kind of have my biases, but I don't care who it is. A game should not be decided the way it is in the NFL because even the Bengals get it back. All they have to do is score a field goal and they've won the game. I think at that point, touchdown wins it. But if it's a field goal, like the rules are very confusing and they just don't really make any sense. You got to drive the entire field to get a touchdown, and like I just really prefer the college rules. Obviously my channel has started out kind of more college centric, but now the season's over. I'm really focusing more on NFL. But yeah, I just prefer the college rules better. Yeah, I'm gonna just put this away so you guys can see me better. But yeah, Joe Burrow's going to a Super Bowl in his second year, and the Bengals are going for the first time since like the 80s. Patrick Mahomes, when you're just looking at it, he had a chance in the fourth quarter to actually score, right? And down on like the 5-yard line, and they kept backing up and backing up. Patrick Mahomes, there were wide open guys in the end zone, and he just wasn't making the throws. It was almost as like he was expecting no one to be open, and he was going to have to do it with his legs and just run around. Like he was just like running around in circles for literally no reason, and then it eventually caught up to him. Eventually caught up to him for sure. And the Bengals were like, "Screw it!" I'm like one guy was like, "Screw it!" I'm going in there, and he gets the sack on Mahomes. So yeah, Mahomes didn't show up, and then on the other side, the 49ers were playing way too conservative. They had a 17-7 lead. Gave it away. They had a chance there to actually go down and tie it or get an interception and take the lead. They had their chances, but geez, Cooper Kupp, guys. Cooper Kupp's amazing. He is definitely, I must say, he's definitely the best receiver this year, at least in these playoffs and this year alone, because he's breaking all these records. And it just goes to show you, it's just kind of funny. Matthew Stafford, the literal next year, after he left Detroit, he goes to a Super Bowl. Well, I mean, like, let it be known that the Rams are freaking stacked, but still, he just had to get out of Detroit to go get a Super Bowl. And you got to remember that this Rams team that was a lot less talented and had Jared Goff at quarterback went to the Super Bowl, I think in 2018, and lost to the Patriots. So yeah, I think really the 49ers, they have to, I think it's time to turn to Trey Lance or maybe try to get Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I don't think it's out of the question because Rodgers, like, that he could be going to his home state, Northern California. And I think it would really fit. They're automatic like Super Bowl favorites. I mean, probably up there with probably the Rams and the Bengals and the Chiefs. Like, this team has been dominant defensively, dominant with Deebo Samuel. That's their entire offense, really. And then you throw in George Kittle. Think about if George Kittle has a very good above average quarterback, just how good this 49ers team would be. But nothing taken away from the Rams. They really showed up, and it's good to see Matthew Stafford finally succeed. And yeah, I mean, again, I'm probably for a safe bet, probably gonna be picking the Rams. Might get into a little more Super Bowl predictions later, but Definitely, it's going to be a very exciting Super Bowl matchup, as you can see behind me here, Joe Burrow versus Matthew Stafford. It'll be really interesting too, because on one hand, you got a team that has built strictly from the draft, the Bengals. They have gotten a ton of high draft picks, all like drafting all these skill position players and having a lot of success. On the other hand, you got the Rams, who have sold out all their draft picks, sold out everything, and they're going all in on all these free agents and trades, from Jalen Ramsey to Odell Beckham Jr. So it will be very interesting to see who wins out, and, kind of like what the meta would be. This is really telling of what it would be. Yeah. So I think we're gonna go into our next topic now, and that is Tom Brady retirement. Did I spell that right? Grammarly says it's okay, so we're gonna trust Grammarly. Go with that. So yeah, as it is, the Tom Brady retirement saga has officially ended. Tom Brady officially comes out with an official statement saying he is done. Wow. I don't know an NFL without Tom Brady. I've always, I'm pretty young, so I've never seen an NFL without Tom Brady. And just the success he has had is incredible. 6 Super Bowls with the Patriots. Like, getting to literally, like, at least the AFC Championship seemingly, like, every single year, at least. And then the NFC, on the other hand. And then him and Bill Belichick working great together, and their success there. And then he's like, you know what? I need to prove how great I am. I'm going to go to another team down in Florida, the Buccaneers, who have been very unsuccessful lately, and go win a Super Bowl there. And he immediately does. Just shows his greatness. And definitely the go. And I don't think he'll be topped. Mahomes, there was talk like maybe Mahomes could top him, but he still just has the one Super Bowl, and he got beat by Brady. And now he just kind of choked away the AFC Championship to Burrow, who Burrow now could be the new Tom Brady. I mean, that's a really early, like, kind of take or anything like that. But I'm just saying, like, with the talent he's got around him, Burrow definitely could be making a run for the next 10, 15 years. He's young. It's only his second year. And honestly, I think looking back on that game, I feel like he did almost a better job at evading and running away from the defense than Patrick Mahomes did, because he knew when to. It seemed like he had a better sense of when to run away or scramble away from the defense and to just sit in the pocket. Whereas in that second half, Patrick Mahomes was just immediately on the run. So yeah. Tom Brady, 7 rings. It was, for me, I was really kind of shocked, actually, that he was retiring. I'll see if I can pull it up, my immediate reaction kind of tweet. But yeah, for him to go, I always thought he would probably just go out on a Super Bowl, because he can just do that, because he's that great. But he's 44 years old. He probably thinks while, if we can't win now, we're probably not going to be able to win next year or the next year. They lost a lot of guys. They didn't have Antonio Brown or Chris Godwin this year too. And that defense, I think, is getting kind of old. So, yeah, and as you saw, they kind of choked as well in that divisional round when they just let Cooper Kupp free. Yeah, there's been some drama about how Tom Brady didn't thank the Patriots in his retirement kind of thread. But I think, okay, he already said his goodbyes there, and I don't think he was really trying to take any, shots at the Patriots or anything like that. Why would he? He's retired. He's already cemented he's the GOAT. And I don't think anyone will catch him anytime soon. Just the greatness he has had. It's just gone unmatched. And definitely the Mount Rushmore of sports. Definitely the greatest quarterback of all time and probably the greatest football player of all time. Yeah, he's gotten lucky, but everyone does. Up there with Michael Jordan and I don't know, I don't know much about baseball. I was gonna say some baseball guy, but I don't really know anything about baseball. Let's see if I can find the Tom Brady tweet. Grogu is trending right now. Why? He shouldn't be in the next Book of Boba Fett episode if he is. That's kind of stupid. Here it is. I'll share my screen here. It was kind of a weird sequence that, Adam Schefter puts it out there, and then Brady's agent is like, no, Brady's going to do it on his own terms. I think Brady wanted it in a little bit more of a surprise factor or something, to actually announce it. But it was also surprising to me that he didn't have like a Kobe Bryant type thing where, he says, this is my last season, the last little run through. But yeah, he's just going to do it how he wants to do it. So, just let him be in no, this isn't the one. Oh, that's cool. They got the little goat there for Tom Brady. But yeah, I said end of an era. Drew Brees retires, Ben Roethlisberger retires, and Tom Brady retires. I feel like that's really like the last of the like kind of older great quarterbacks. And here's my tweet about it there. I honestly didn't think this would happen. I just honestly didn't. And yeah, it seems like he would end up with a Super Bowl. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, Tom Brady goes out, and end of an era, and what a great career. So, yeah. Next piece of news I want to get into is the whole Brian Flores stuff. So Brian Flores gets fired from the Dolphins, and it comes as a really big surprise because the Dolphins it seemed like they were like picking it up, and seems like, he was leading them through, but some things have come out of how he, was like, disrespected Tua and stuff like that. And I think something about like, oh, we should have drafted, I believe it was either like, oh, maybe I think it was Mac Jones. It was one of the young quarterbacks, but anyway, whole thing has come out, and Brian Flores as well has is suing the NFL and 3 other teams. So let's get into it. I'll share here. So he's suing them over racial discrimination. Now, I'm not trying to take any stance here, but I'm just trying to give you guys just the facts and the news. So let's see if it will actually share here. So maybe I should share the original thing, but this is the tweets, or sorry, the text messages that Brian Flores got from Bill Belichick. So actually, I think I'm going to share the ESPN article first so that we get a better background, because this comes in later. So he's suing the NFL and 3 other teams. So hopefully this video doesn't play, but he's suing the Dolphins, the Broncos, and the Giants. So apparently there is this so yeah, let's get into it. He was fired I guess last month, January. And they went 10-6 in 2020 and 9-8 in 2021. So really not that bad. So this is just going over it. I'm trying to find kind of oh gosh, okay, no video. Anyway, the whole thing for was that Flores was trying to get a new job after he's fired from the Dolphins, and they weren't taking him, and he apparently was texting Bill Belichick, which we will get into here now. Hopefully this video doesn't play, because I don't want it to. Let's stop that. So yeah, he was texting Bill Belichick about the Giants job. So he was interviewing with the Giants and the Broncos. And they just didn't hire him, and now he's doing a lawsuit over racial discrimination, which I understand for the Dolphins side of it. It just kind of seems like, why would you do that with not really much explanation? But to fire these other teams just because they didn't give you the job, just honestly, it doesn't seem that that right. And just, yeah. So here's the entire thing. So supposedly Bill Belichick They're just talking. Bill Belichick says here, I'll go to this is just the text messages, but here it sounds like he landed. Congrats. Did you hear something I didn't? Giants. I interview on Thursday. I think I have a shot at it. Got out of here, Buffalo, New York, that you are their guy. Hope it works out. Good, blah, blah, blah. Thank you. Coach, are you talking about Brian Flores or Brian Dobble? So apparently, Bill Belichick didn't know which Brian he was talking to. And he's like, oh, sorry, I effed this up. I was talking about Brian Dobble. I feel like this is a lot blamed on Bill Belichick, but also I can see where Flores is coming from, where they already kind of made up their minds that they were going with this other guy. But at the same time, you can go in there and change their minds by actually doing the interview. Yeah. And now, he obviously he doesn't get the job, and now he's suing for racial discrimination. I'm just giving you guys the facts here. The video started playing. Gosh dang it. Okay. But okay, there we go. Yeah, really tricky situation here. We'll see how it pans out. If Flores sues all these people, probably gonna get a big fat check from that. But anyway, yeah, interesting. I just wanted to report on that because that was just part of the news. Now let's All right. Sorry about that again. Stream cut out. Memorabilia says 100K to lose a football game. Oh, talking about Brian Flores, yeah. I think, is that what you were talking about? Yeah, suing for 100K or something like that. Anyway, yeah, sorry the stream cut out. But what I was going to go into was the Brian Kelly dancing stuff. All right, here we go. Here's one. See if this works. $8.3 million views on this Brian Kelly video. Why he's doing this, I don't know. It's so funny. It looks like the guy looks so uncomfortable. It's so funny. Yeah, you can see right here. Here's the video. Here, let me start it from the beginning. It's
I say right foot creep, oh, walking with that heater. Look around, stay low, make sure they don't see you. Catch some bad, walk down, face them with the heater. The devil under your feet, on your way to see him. Stress me when I can't sleep, back on when I see you. Play with me, you can't sleep. We got into the sea shoe. You won't have no case, we range your shit soon as they face you. You won't have no space, we in your section till we spray you. I say right foot creep, oh.
What the heck? It's so weird. I'd be so weirded out if I was that guy. Oh, jeez, Brian Kelly. I mean, whatever works to get recruits, I guess. Like, this is working. He's getting recruits. Like, what the heck? Whatever works, I guess. It'll be interesting to see how Brian Kelly does, because you really look at it. LSU, no, they're not Alabama, but they are used to a lot of success. With Nick Saban, they won. With Les Miles, they won and went to another championship. Ed Orgeron, they won. So there's going to be a lot of expectations on Brian Kelly. Like Ed Orgeron, who had won a national championship like 2 years earlier, fired. There's going to be a lot of pressure on Brian Kelly. And the one concerning thing is Notre Dame, when they're in the playoff, have not had any success whatsoever. They get blown out every time. So it'll be interesting to see. And it will be interesting to see all these dances. I honestly hope he comes out with more. It'll just be funny. So we're gonna go into our last thing, and that is let's just create the banner, and that's the Super Bowl predictions. So we're getting Rams and Bengals. This is going to be really interesting matchup. I think both offenses are very high octane, high powered. And I think we could definitely see a very high scoring game for this one. I think the difference is going to be how well can this Rams defense bottle up the run game with Joe Mixon. When you look at the Titans game, they really got to Joe Burrow a lot. Joe Burrow was still not phased, but I don't think they could really run the ball much on the Titans. The only thing the Titans had a turnover-prone quarterback in Tannehill, and I don't think Matthew Stafford is that. I think Matthew Stafford is having a very good playoff run. He's hooking up with Cooper Cook. He's hooking up with Odell Beckham. Yeah, it's like the Ram. It's very stacked up for the Rams, but I would not count out Joe Burrow and the Bengals. They weren't favored in the Titans game or the Chiefs game, or probably they won't be favored in this game. But do not count them out. Joe Burrow, and his squad, Jamar Chase, and all these guys, T. Higgins, who had a big game against the Chiefs. Joe Mixon, obviously, he was a stud. It's going to be a really fun. I think that, these are some actual, new teams, definitely for the Bengals and for the Rams. This is not the same Rams team that was, back in 2018. So, it'll be different. And it'll be a new Super Bowl, which I'm looking forward to. Tom Brady won't be in it. So it's already different in that way. Yeah. I think that's going to be all it for me, guys. I might be splitting this stream up into smaller videos, condensing those. So if you come across this stream and you're on replay and you're like, oh, it's kind of too long, you can probably soon I'll be putting up new videos on my channel, and you can go to those videos. I might try to link it down in the description of this stream. And for new shorter videos on these different segments, like the Brady retirement, the Super Bowl predictions, the reaction, and all of that stuff. Yeah, thank you all for watching. And let me know what you guys think about the Super Bowl, about Brian Flores, about the Brian Kelly dance and stuff. And yeah, peace.